Hello and welcome to the Poetry Foundation's Poetry Explorers. My name is Stefania and I am the Education and Youth Services Assistant. By way of visual description, I'm white, I'm a femme person, I have short brown hair and I'm wearing a navy blue button-down. I'm sitting in my bedroom. You can see behind me my bedroom wall. It's yellow-green, there's some art hanging up. And to my left, there's a chest of drawers and it's brown. On my right, there's a small shelf full of knickknacks. We first want to recognize that the Poetry Foundation building is situated on the occupied original homelands of the Council of the Three Fires, the Ojibwe, Potawatomi, and Ottawa nations. Indigenous people continue to live here today, and Chicago is home to one of the largest urban Indigenous communities in the United States. During this program, feel free to do what you need to do for your body and mind to be more comfortable. If that means eating a snack, hydrating, lying down, using the restroom, or stepping out to take a break, that's totally fine. Take a second now to make yourself 10% more comfortable. Today's program is called Kaleidoscopoem. We'll start by reading a poem about a kaleidoscope called And Later by Jen Bryant, and then make our very own kaleidoscopes. Along the way, I'll ask you some questions to think about. And you can answer them in any way that you'd like, in your head or out loud. There are no right or wrong answers. For today's exploration, you'll need some materials. You'll need an adult, a cardboard tube such as a paper towel roll, or even something like a Pringles container, tape, paper, beads, glitter or sequins, a piece of plastic recycling, glue, scissors, construction or other decorative paper, and shiny paper, like aluminum foil, mylar, or the inside of a chip bag. If you don't have those materials in front of you, you can pause the video and take a moment to gather them. There's a free downloadable worksheet that goes along with this program. You can find it on our website or linked at the bottom of this video. The worksheet is for you to use as you please. So today we'll be looking at the world through a new lens. They're a magical contraption that looks like this. Does anyone know what it is? That's right, it's a kaleidoscope. The kaleidoscope uses light, reflection, and colored plastic or glass to create a colorful mosaic that changes as you turn the scope. So I wonder, how is a kaleidoscope like a poem? What do we think? Well, to me, a kaleidoscope and a poem, they both allow us to look at the world in a new way and see what is strange and beautiful about it. They ask us to turn and look again. There's always something new to be observed. So I'd like to share a kaleidoscope poem with you. While I read it out loud, you can follow the words on the screen. And Later by Jen Bryant. I take my kaleidoscope off the shelf. Look through the little hole at the end of the cardboard tube. I turn and turn and turn and turn, letting the crystals shift into strange and beautiful patterns, letting the pieces fall wherever they will. So one thing that I love about kaleidoscopes is that I'm always surprised by what new shapes and patterns the beads can take. And sometimes the best parts of life, and also of poems, are those things that you never planned, right? That they appear by chance. So I wonder, have you ever had a great stroke of luck happen to you? What are some of your favorite surprises that have happened in your life? One stroke of luck that I had was being born in the summertime, so I can always go to the beach on my birthday. So keep thinking about how a kaleidoscope might be like a poem as we get started on our own kaleidoscope. So feel free to pause the video if you need more time in certain sections. Let's get started. So first, you'll cut your shiny material into the size and shape of a piece of regular computer paper. So here I have my shiny material. Then you'll tape or glue one over the other. So I have them here glued together. Okay? And then using a ruler, you're gonna make a mark on the long edge of your piece of paper, about 2.5 inches from the bottom. So I'm gonna take my measuring tape, 2.5 inches. On the long edge. If you're using a paper towel roll, instead of 2.5 inches, it'll be about 1.5 inches. So here I have my mark. You're gonna go ahead and then fold the paper at that mark. You're gonna make sure that shiny material is on the inside. And then you'll fold it twice more. So here I have my folded paper, and you might have some excess on the top. You can either cut that off or just fold it again. I'm just gonna fold it. So you should come out to a triangle shape. If you have that, you'll go ahead and tape it together or glue it together. I'll just trim some of this excess off. Just so it's a bit neater. Then you'll stick your triangle shape into your cardboard tube. Okay, it should fit pretty snugly. So your next step, take that piece of plastic recycling. I use just a sheet of clear Mylar, but you could use a plastic bottle or any other kind of packaging. And you're gonna go ahead and cut a circle out of it. And it should be about the size of your cardboard tube. Or you might want to trace it and then cut it. So once you have your circle, you're gonna go ahead and tape it down on the inside, snug against your triangle. So here's sort of a fun part. You want to drop in any kind of beads or shiny materials that you want to put in your kaleidoscope. So I have a few different beautiful colors of sequins. Kind of remind me of the ocean a little bit. And I'm just gonna pour them into this right in the end of the kaleidoscope. So you might choose bits of old glass that you think are beautiful that you found. You might choose some beads, maybe some shiny pebbles, or some shells. Anything that's sort of beautiful and eye-catching and shiny. You may be very careful with what beads you choose. If you know you want to feel or see or experience a certain color landscape when you look inside the scope, like I did with the ocean. Or you may leave it up to luck and allow the beauty of chance to show you something you've never seen before. That's up to you. So you'll cover the kaleidoscope with the can's cover, or if you're using a paper towel roll, cut another circle out of your plastic that's the same size as the first and tape the cover down. I'm going to fit the little can cover on. So to create a viewfinder, ask a grown-up to cut a hole or a square in the bottom of it. Or if you're using a paper towel roll, you'll cut a donut from paper and tape it down on the other side of the kaleidoscope. So I kind of already did that. You'll see I have a hole right in the bottom there. So now it's time to decorate the outside. So I'll show you what I did with my other kaleidoscope. This one I kind of wanted to channel the sunshine. So I used some bright colors. You can see the beads that I used are kind of orange and yellow. This one, I sort of want to channel the water. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna grab some blue tissue paper. I'll just tape it over my beautiful kaleidoscope. So here's the kaleidoscope that I made. You can see it has the waves at the bottom. I used tissue paper, but you may use construction paper, glitter. You might even want to write your name on the outside of your kaleidoscope so that people know it's yours. I encourage you to be as creative as possible. So now it's time to use your kaleidoscope. You're going to want to look through it at a source of light. So it could be the sun or a lamp. You want to twist it to get the full effect. So I'm going to look at the sun right now. So I'm seeing a million little sequins kind of all reflecting at each other. Kind of like the ocean. So I'm curious, what new viewpoints or colors or shapes or patterns do you see when you look through your kaleidoscope? Did anything surprise you? Maybe now you can write the story, all of the new sights that you're discovering through the magic of the kaleidoscope. Thank you so much for watching this program. For more Poetry Explorers programs or other Poetry Foundation learning content, visit our website at poetryfoundation.org/learn/children. You can also find links to more content below this video.